Yo, what is up guys, SurgicalGoblin here and welcome to this new video. Another episode about the 20 win challenge. Yesterday I live streamed on Twitch for about 2 hours and I did the entire challenge again. So I started from 0 wins, 0 losses and I tried to get the 20 wins. I ended up getting 20-0. As you guys can see here, I have some replays ready. The deck is Lockbait, so Lockbait with Tesla, not with NATO. White Tesla over the Tornado, because I think the Tesla is better versus decks like Expo. I thought that I would face a lot of Expo. I actually didn't face a single Expo deck. I did face some hard matchups, and also if you are wondering how can I watch back the stream, don't worry guys, I will include the link of the stream in the description, so you can guys watch the entire challenge, as I said, from 0 wins all the way to 20 wins. It was a really nice stream, so it's definitely worth watching it back. And I ended up getting a legendary from the chest as well, so that's also really cool. In my video I actually managed to get a legendary, and on my stream I also managed to get a legendary from the 20 win chest. So actually back-to-back 20 wins. As you guys can see my battle log, the first I did was 15 wins, as I said in my last video. Then I got the 20 wins, 1 loss with the Golem deck. And then yesterday 20-0 live on stream with Lockbait. So as I said, I will show you some replays versus hard matchups, and then I will also give some tips. So I hope you guys will enjoy this episode, and let's begin with the first replay. So the first replay was a really difficult matchup. As you guys can see, he has Tornado, or you don't see it yet, but this guy has Tornado, Ice Wizard, Graveyard, Poison, Lock, and Goblin Hut. It's a good deck for sure, especially versus Lockbait. He has the Lock for the barrel, he can Tornado the barrel to the King Tower and away. So we start off with the Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel combination. He has the Lock, the Ice Spirit does jump on the tower. So he uses Lock, we are free to play our Princess. I'll drop the Princess always in the other lane. The Princess will, I believe, get 1 hit on the Mega Minion, and it needs to get 2 hits on the Mega Minion. So I know that it will, if I ignore the Mega Minion, it will still get 1 hit. So I decided to drop my Knight over here. I will go with my Goblin Gang, and I cycle back to my Goblin Barrel. So knowing that he just used his Lock, he only played 3 cards, so he needed to place 1 more card to have it back in cycle. But here he shows that he has the Tornado. He pulls it perfectly to the King Tower. He does take some damage, but he does activate the King. Here I decide to lock his Spirit Goblin and the Hut just to damage it, to make sure he doesn't get too much damage. And then I will drop my Princess in the back. I believe he will go with a Graveyard and a Poison. Yeah, so he will go with Graveyard and a Poison. And I go with my Knight, and I go right away with Ice Spirit Goblin Barrel in the other lane. But again, he has Lock and Cycle, so the Ice Spirit will jump on the tower, but the Goblins from the Goblin Barrel will not deal any damage. Well, he's dealing so much damage, like it's really hard to defend Graveyard Poison with this deck. So we go with the Goblin Gang to pressure. He has the Ice Golem there. We still have the Knight on the left side, but I believe that he would just ignore it because the King Tower is activated, and we're not going for the left side tower anyway. So we do get 1 hit on the left side, but we're like really low, or we are really behind on damage. We are up a little bit in elixir, so we throw the Princess in the back in the right lane, knowing that he goes for the left side tower. Otherwise he might be able to cycle back to Poison and kill the Princess and damage the tower there. So here I cycle again to barrel. This time we do outcycle him, and I drop it at the corner, knowing that he probably will Tornado it. So we still get a little bit of chip damage because of the placement of the barrel. So we're slowly catching up on damage, but it's so difficult to, as I said, defend his Graveyard pushes. So I'm trying to keep up the pressure. I cycle back to another Princess. Here he uses his Lock, so I will go with a Knight, I will go with an Ice Spirit, and I will go with a Barrel. This time on top of the tower, knowing that he will Tornado. So he actually pulls the Knight closer to the tower. Right now we're leading with damage, guys. Another Princess. I'm constantly trying to keep pressure with the Princess, Cycle Princess, forcing him to defend and respond to it. Here I will go with a Barrel. I know that he has Lock and Cycle, so I will try to trick him. He doesn't fall for it. Really well played on his part. He knew that it was a tricky Barrel. I decide to rocket his Ice Wizard, knowing that we need to start getting like more damage. We are closing, we're getting close to the overtime, And here is a big mistake. I used the Knight for defending the Princess, but I should have used my Knight defending the Graveyard, because the Graveyard does so much damage, and it's down to 678. He's catching up on damage. We have 3 Princesses on the field right now, but he Tornadoes all of them, and the Ice Wizard with the Mega Minion will finish it off. Here I know that I have to rocket. I decide to rocket, guys, and it's now or never. I threw the rocket, and I knew that he would go with a Graveyard Poison. I go with an Ice Spirit. I try to lock all of it a little bit in the back. Then I go with Goblin Gang, knowing that I can't take any damage. And like his skeletons won't make it. The tower will finish them off. 91 HP left. We have the knight there. The knight will actually finish off the spear goblins. I throw the barrel to pressure. Then I throw the rocket right away. And as you guys can see, he does not have enough for poison. He was forced to drop his mega minion there. And we managed to win the... yeah, we managed to win the game. I believe this was at 16 wins. So 16 wins. So that made us go to 70-0. And then this matchup is also really interesting because this is the deck Lupanchi used with Lock, Zap Poison, Goblin Hut, Miner Pekka. So this is also an interesting matchup. You guys would definitely say that my opponent has the better matchup in this one, since he has triple spells and then he has the miner and Goblin Hut to pressure. So I throw my barrel, seeing if he has like a lock or anything for that. He throws his lock, so I know that he has lock. Here he will go with a miner. I will go with an Ice Spirit and Goblin Gang. Ice Spirit to retarget and freeze the miner, but it couldn't even get a hit on the Goblin Gang. Goblin Gang already took it out. So he actually decides to zap. Here I go with a knight, and I know that I outcycled his lock. So I threw the barrel, and it will get a little bit of damage because he still had to cycle. But he cycled back to it, so he did counter the barrel well. Here he will go with a miner. I tried to protect my princess with the Ice Spirit, but I don't even have enough elixir for the Goblin Gang. So the Ice Spirit was a little bit of a waste because I couldn't protect my princess. I should have just let him take it anyways. But his Goblin Hut is slowly chipping away, and we don't really have anything for that. I mean, we could go with Tesla over there, but in my opinion, it's a waste. So I decide to take the damage, and I decide to attack again. I know that I'm able to outcycle him because we're still not in double elixir. So here I will throw my barrel, or I think I will throw my barrel. No, I actually decide to wait a little bit, but the knight does get on the tower. Now I throw my barrel. He decides to drop his Pekka, which is quite interesting. I mean, in my opinion, he should have dropped like a Mega Minion. So here I do drop my Tesla, knowing that he has a Pekka coming towards us. So the Pekka is coming towards us. We have Tesla there, and I believe I'll go with an Ice Spirit because the Tesla actually doesn't, the Pekka goes for the tower. So I'm forced to drop my Ice Spirit. And then I will go with a late Goblin Gang surrounding the Pekka, also killing it. And I drop my Knight to go for a counter push. I also throw the barrel, but he does have the lock and cycle again. Maybe I should have tried to throw a tricky barrel like behind the tower. Maybe he would have missed it. But I decided to throw it on top of the tower. And we're still leading with damage, guys. I'm constantly trying to outcycle him and keep the pressure. But right now we're in double elixir, so I know that I have to be even more aggressive. Like I cycle Ice Spirit, I cycle Goblin Gang, Knight, and I throw again my barrel. And because his cycle isn't that cheap, we managed to outcycle him. He goes with the Zap and the Mega Minion, but the Goblins, the Knight is even managed to lock on. And it's in double rocket range, so right now I know that we can basically sit back and try to cycle rockets. So we drop the Tesla defensive. I think I will go with a rocket over here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I go with the rocket, knowing that we just need 2 more rockets, and then I can try to defend. Our left side tower is still quite healthy. I will go with a lock for his step goblins and hitting the Goblin Hut. I will go with a knight. I will go with a princess, Goblin Gang. Here he will get a nice lock, killing the step goblins, the Tesla, and the princess. I cycle to Ice Spirit. I cycle to lock. I have to lock over there. He has so many spear goblins because he had the double Goblin Hut. I will go with a knight for the Ice Wizard. And the rocket will finish off the tower. So here you go. I throw the rocket. And that's good game. So that was the 17. So after this match, I was 18-0. And if you guys are watching... if you guys watch the stream, or maybe you notice yourself, but I faced so many Mega Knight Hawk. And the last game when I was 19-0... I also faced Mega Knight Hawk, so I will show this Mega Knight Hawk match, and it was a quite intense match. I definitely think that my placements in this match were so key. Like at one moment I will have a crazy Ice Spirit, but you guys will see that soon. So I give him the thumbs up, I give him the good luck. And we start off with Princess in the back, I think. Or, yeah, so we start off with the Princess in the back. He goes with Goblin's Hawk Rider combination. I go with a defensive Goblin Gang, and I will lock his Hawk Rider. And the Hawk Rider doesn't get a single hit. So we do have a counter push over there with the Goblin Gang. He decides to use his bats. He also used his Ice Golem, so now I was sure that it was Mega Knight Hawk, especially because it was so popular. So we threw the barrel knowing that he doesn't have anything in cycle. He used the Zap. And we're leading with Elixir right now, especially because we still have the Princess on the field. He goes with the Inferno Dragon, I will go with Ice Spirit, and I will go with a new Princess in the other lane. Usually I will place my Princess in the other lane where his units are. For example, right now, his Inferno Dragon is in our right side lane. I will go with a Princess in the left side lane. I will go with a Knight on the left side. And I think I will lock his goblins. Let's see, I have the lock ready. I don't want to, yeah, there you go. I don't want to waste elixir, so I decided to lock his goblins. he will go with a Mega Knight, and he has bets over there, and I will go with a Tesla. And I'm pretty sure this is the moment where I have the really good Ice Spirit. Let's see. So I go with the Princess for his bets. And the Tesla and the bet will kill the Mega Knight. I drop the Ice Spirit towards the King Tower. And boom, the Mega Knight activates the King Tower. And this is huge for the rest of the game. He says well played. And this will help us so much in the rest of the game. Having the King Tower activated. And Lockbait without Tornado. But we still managed to activate the King Tower. So I was really happy about that, of course. So far we're looking really good. We're controlling the match quite well. But here he has a really good push. He goes with Inferno Dragon, he goes with Hawk Rider, and he goes with bets. So we are forced to spend quite a lot of elixir. The Inferno Dragon is still really healthy, so I'm forced to go also with the Ice Spirit. And if you look at the elixir right now, we're quite behind on elixir. We do have the Princess on the field, so I guess we're still kind of equal. And we're still leading with the damage. He goes with his Ice Golem to tank. And I'm pretty sure that he will go with Goblins to take out the Princess. Let's see. No, he actually decides to go with Goblins to cycle. But I think that one Goblin on the right side. I decided not to lock it. I decided to lock the left side because he had the Mega Knight over there. And he had two Goblins behind it. So here he will go with the Inferno Dragon. I will go with the Barrel to pressure. I believe I'll go with Knight to the side and Goblin Gang to distract his... Yeah, there you go. I dropped my Knight for his Mega Knight. And I dropped the Goblin Gang to distract his Inferno Dragon. Because, of course, if the Inferno Dragon is locked on the Knight, we don't really have any other counters for his Mega Knight. So it's really important to keep the Inferno Dragon distracted. Here I go with a Barrel and the prediction. I do hit his Goblins, but he has a really good Knight. And let's pause it real quick because look at the elixir right now. I'm at almost 7 elixir. He's at 2 elixir, but he has a Mega Knight, which is 7 elixir. He has an Inferno Dragon, which is 4 elixir. And look at our defense right now. So we do have the Princess on the field. I go with my Knight again to tank. Again, Goblin Gang to distract this Inferno Dragon. That is so key, guys. Otherwise, the Inferno Dragon would like eat up the Knight easily. So make sure to keep it distracted. Here I go with a Barrel again with a prediction lock. He goes with a Mega Knight, but quite late. And we're getting the tower, like the tower is getting quite like low to its rocket range. Rocket does 493. So again, I will go with a Knight to the side. This time I don't have Goblin Gang in cycle. So I think I will go with a Tesla over here. Let's see. Yeah, there you go. I will go with a Tesla for his Inferno Dragon. And we counter the Mega Knight. Unfortunately, the King Tower was not in range. So the Mega Knight does get one hit. And I will go with a Goblin Gang. I will go with a Knight and a Princess. And I'm pretty sure here I make a big mistake. I actually decided to go with Goblin Gang behind the tower. But I saw that because he uses Inferno Dragon, I saw that he wouldn't have enough elixir. So if I went with Inferno Goblin Barrel, I'm sorry guys, if I went with Goblin Barrel in front of the tower with a prediction lock, I would have won the game already there. But we have two Princes on the field. He will go with a Poison, and for sure he doesn't have enough elixir for the Mega Knight. He uses Zap, but the Step Goblins get enough hits to get it in rocket range. And there you go, I throw the rocket and 20-0 live on the stream. And I was really happy, of course, like managing to get 20-0 while live streaming. It was on Twitch. As I said, I will include the Twitch, like the stream link, I mean, in the description. So feel free to check it out. As I said, it was a really nice stream. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. The challenge is still about 2 days long. Let's see, 1 day and 20 hours. So if you didn't manage to get the 20 wins, hopefully this deck will help you get it. Because the last episode was about the Golem deck. And maybe Beatdown isn't your playstyle. So I decided to make another episode getting 20 wins with another archetype. Like this is sort of a controlled chip deck. So hopefully you guys are able to get it with this deck. Let me know how you did in the challenge. And let me know how you do if you will try this deck. Again, this was the episode, guys. If you have any other episode like suggestions for the future, please let me know in the comment section down below or on my Twitter. My Twitter is @SurgicalGoblin. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to smack that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to subscribe. And I hope to see you in one of my next videos. Bye, guys.